How's it going, everybody? Get in here, get on in, settle down, get yourself a snack. Today is going to be real fun. Is my lava lamp going yet? Fuck. I've been procrastinating for like the I've been procrastinating for like the last half hour, so my stupid lava lamp can, you know, do its thing and look really cool and be in the background and add life to my utterly, extremely boring and simple videos. But it's just not doing shit right now, so that's fun. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to episode 51 of the ForbiddenCast. I hope you're all doing great, and I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, whenever you're watching this. By the looks of it, some you guys seem to have liked the new format. So obviously, like I said in the last episode, I'm gonna keep it rolling like this. So yeah, I'm also wearing well, at one point a nice T-shirt that fit me rather well, but then you put it in the wash and you put it on the wrong cycle and it shrinks. And I also gained a lot of weight over over my time off, and now I got some gross big old man titties. So don't mind that. If you see me doing this or stuff like that, it's because I feel really uncomfortable in this shirt. You know, whenever you can tell someone's uncomfortable, they're kind of like slouched like this or something. You know, it's just like, oh, it doesn't touch my skin, so I look better like this. You know, I look huskier like this, where it's like this, and it's just like, my gross man tits are hanging out. Well, that's that's exactly how I feel right now. Well, everybody, anyways, last episode I kind of just did it was more or less like a weird kind of update video, sort of, not really. This time around, I do want to try something a little different for the podcast. If this is even a podcast anymore, I'm going to still call it a podcast because it kind of is. It's me talking about shit. But today, I'm not talking about shit. What I want to do today is I have had this idea for a while where I just kind of have the podcast be the kind of same format as usual, but I have a specific subject that I talk about throughout the entire thing, and this time around, I want to talk about specifically a specific band, and I want to kind of keep that as a theme. Not in every episode, every once in a while, maybe every like third or fourth videos. I just want to do that. I want to talk about a specific band or a specific video game or a specific game. But let's get into it. Let's talk about it here today. And the band that I want to speak about today is a little UK-based band called Trendkill. I feel like probably not, like, I feel like quite a bit of people have heard about these guys, but I feel like they deserve so much fucking more love. Like, I'm serious. These guys are, like, insane. They're a little bit older than I am. They're probably, they're, around 25 at this point. Maybe 26. I'm not too sure exactly. But these guys are just killer fucking musicians. They're really good musicians. Johnny Stern, their guitar player, absolutely kills it with the shredding. He comes up with these absolutely insane guitar solos that they sound like a mixture of Yngwie Malmsteen thrown in with a little tiny bit of Marty Freeman and some Dimebag whammy weird shit. Like, he comes up with these absolutely incredible crazy solos that sound awesome, and they're like, sometimes they're super complex and long, and sometimes they're super short and sweet, but they're still captivating somehow. He's an incredible songwriter as well, and he writes super creative, fun riffs. Like, one of the most creative riffs that I've heard in a while came from their 2018 EP, Black Moon, and the song Off of Black Moon. Like, super weird, funky groovy riff that's in that song, and it's just awesome. Even their newest song, well, to date, whenever I'm recording this, is got a ton of really cool, inspiring riffs. And again, that song there, "Blinded by Fate," which you should go listen to, was their last single that they released. And yeah, it's got a ton of really cool guitar parts in it. The ending little melody solo thing is super catchy. I don't know if he's playing a slide or what he's doing, but it's super cool and inventive. Like, Johnny Stern deserves to be on a list of like the greatest guitar players. He certainly is on there for me. I mean, Trendkill as a whole is on like at least my top 10 favorite bands of all time. Even their bass player, Isaac Edwards, I believe is his last name. Crazy good bass player as well. Some people might have actually seen him, because I think Guitar World had actually posted one of their videos on their website before, and that video there that they did do was Isaac playing all of Metallica's, well, Cliff Burton's Anastasia Pulling Teeth bass solo off of Metallica's first album, Kill 'Em All. And yeah, he plays it exactly like perfect. It sounds great. But that's the thing, you know, sometimes people get lost in this weird state where it's like you can get really, really good at playing that specific thing, but then like when it comes to improv or coming up with anything like legitimately, like you're not all that great. Also, I probably scratched the shit out of the mic, so you probably didn't hear a word I said, but that's fine, whatever. But yeah, no, like Isaac is just a good bass player too. There's an actual bass solo, a really cool Cliff Burton-esque. I don't want to say that because like I feel like he's tired of being compared to Cliff Burton, but like it's you got fuzz with a wah on the bass, and it's gonna sound like Cliff Burton. I'm sorry, but that's just, yeah, that's the truth. But Isaac has his own style of bass playing too that fits perfectly in with the band. And on their song Playing God, at the end of the song, there's a bass solo that he performs, and it's awesome. It sounds cool and it fits the song. It kind of comes out of left field, but at the same time it's just like cool, you know. It's not like a weird thing that shows up out of nowhere that in a song that's like, why is that in there? This is like something that like, oh, this still fits. It's weird and it came out of nowhere, but it fits and it's cool as fuck. Because how many times nowadays do you get a really cool bass solo or something where like the bass gets to shine through, other than just like the guitar riff
played in a lower octave?
Well, just a simple drum beat happens with toms, you know, and the snare, and then it just, the guitar riff comes over and then the bass ends up being buried in the mix anyways, you know. Like I feel like that happens a lot nowadays, where it's just like it has like its little moment to shine and then that's it. Whereas with Trendkill, they're, you know, doing a lot of cool shit that everybody gets a part in there. And then their drummer, Corey, I forget his last name. His name's Corey anyways. But he's a powerhouse drummer. He's amazing. He hits super hard. You can tell in all of their songs, like since their very early demos, which I'm gonna get to eventually, to like their newest shit now, like you can tell that like it's not programmed, it's not like super edited. Like you can hear like in their Black Moon EP, like you can hear little parts where like he's like just barely like misses a beat, and you know, and but like it's still on time and everything. It's you could tell like these guys actually play their instruments. You can tell that these guys practice. You can tell that these guys know how to write good songs, and they know what they want to write, and they know what they want to hear when they're writing. Because I mean, I think that's something that people forget about music, is that like typically musicians write music that they want to hear that doesn't exist. I mean, that's certainly the case for myself, and like quite a few other musicians, are like just stuff that feels good to play, you know. Like that's just it, and usually it's stuff that you like hearing. So yeah. moving on to their newest vocalist, Ali. I don't remember what his last name is either. Sorry, Corey and Ali. Oh, dude, come on. Fuck off. So Ali, the newest vocalist for Trendkill, he came in, I believe, I want to say in late 2019, maybe early 2020, after their, I believe, a couple of year long vocalist Elliot, starts with a B. I forget what his last name is as well. I'm really bad with last names, clearly. Ali's been on the last 3 singles that Trendkill has released. Struck from Existence, Obsession, and their latest one, until today actually, Blinded by Fate, which have all been absolutely killer songs. I really I've been enjoying all the singles so far, which, by the way, I want to say this right now so I don't forget. Poison the Well by Trendkill is coming out today, March 4th. I believe they have a new video as well. I'm sure once all that comes out, I'll update the info and put it all in the description so you can go check that out, because for the love of God, go support these guys. They deserve it so much. Go support Trendkill, please, and go listen to Poison the Well. I'm sure it's good. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm sure it's fantastic, like all their other ones. The last one, Blinded by Fate, was wonderful. Absolutely just awesome song. So Ali, he came in and he has 4 singles now out technically by today with Trendkill. I'm not too sure what other projects that he's been with, or if he's done anything else other than stuff that he's done with Trendkill, but I was kind of weary about having a new singer in Trendkill after Elliot had left, because up to that point, because I started listening to Trendkill and watching their YouTube videos, because they have another channel it used to be called Dicking Around, and then it changed to Bad People, and then it changed to something else, and then now I think it's called Drunka. There'll be a link in the description so you can go check that out, because there's a lot of funny stuff. They used to make practice vlogs and stuff like that for Trendkill, and that used to be called Dicking Around, and then they came out with another version which was called Trendkillin, which was also very funny, but it was short-lived. I think they came out with 2 episodes minus the pilot, so technically 3 kind of. And apparently it's returning, which I'm really pumped up for, because those guys are also, on top of being amazing musicians, they're also extremely funny dudes, because, they're just down-to-earth, regular guys. So super pumped up for that, and go check it out if you are curious. Really funny stuff. I started watching their stuff from the video that I was mentioning earlier about Isaac, where that was the first video of Trendkill that I ever seen, was him playing the little Cliff Burton bass solo, while Johnny was just standing in the corner being a weirdo, and then Corey also doing that, and then eventually jumping in whenever the drums come in. So pretty fun stuff, pretty cool stuff. And I remember thinking it was funny, and thought his bass playing was impressive whenever I first saw it. But a lot of people actually hated that video, which is calm down, kind of. It's there's a bunch of dudes having fun, because the dudes playing is good, but then you have a bunch of other dudes being dumb. But I don't know, people get a little too serious about Metallica sometimes, and it's just kind of it's not. Chill out a little bit, please. Anyways, that was the first video I watched, and then at that time they had what I want to call their very first vocalist. I know he technically wasn't, because Trendkill had a wide array of vocalists. But I want to say that Jack, because he was the vocalist in the band whenever I started watching them, and whenever I subscribed to them and all that. And Jack was their first vocalist that was on, I believe, anyways, on their Trendkill demo that is still up on SoundCloud to this day, I believe, as well as like 2 other just like singles that they did, like really shitty demos. Sorry guys, if you were really proud of those, I'm sorry for calling them shitty. If any of your Trendkill boys are watching this, which would be really cool if you are. They're just kind of like underground, just dudes recording themselves playing and stuff like that, just as bands do. All bands record a demo at some point. But yeah, Jack was the one on those ones. That's why I count him as the first. Which, by the way, if you Trendkill boys are watching this, at least one of you, I would love to hear a remastered version of After the Massacre and Let Me Bleed. I absolutely love those songs to pieces. So I would love to hear you guys perform those ones again, especially After the Massacre. That was one of my favorites. But the likelihood of you guys watching this is probably very minimal, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll even get you on the show. Probably not. It's probably not very likely. So Jack was there, and then Jack had left. I still was like new to the band when Jack had left or was kicked out, or whatever happened to Jack. And then they're just kind of the 3 guys, Isaac, Johnny, and Corey, for a little bit, and then eventually Elliot came in, and then just that's whenever they started releasing more material, and that's whenever they released their first EP, which was just Trendkill 1, and then they released a couple of singles in between that and their second EP, Black Moon, which, by the way, you should check out that whole EP. It fucking kicks ass. It's super good. It has, again, a bunch of my other favorite Trendkill songs. A lot of material got put out with that lineup of Trendkill, with Elliot fronting the band, being the vocalist. And then once Elliot left, because it was so ingrained into me, like, hearing Elliot's voice, because I thought Elliot's voice fit the band perfectly. And, there's just a raw grittiness to his vocals. He was the perfect vocalist for the band, I found. So whenever he left, I was kind of bummed out. And and then whenever they announced Ali to join the band, I was just kind of like, it was funny too, because Ali, whenever he did join the band, he had short hair, and like I think he was wearing like a Metallica I think it was a Megadeth t-shirt. He just had this like big smile on his face whenever they like first posted the picture, and I was just like, so this is gonna be the new vocalist. And then the very first single that they released with Ali, Struck from Existence, holy shit, did it ever change my mind. Killed it. He's the new voice for Trendkill, 100%. Like, as much as I do love the Elliot era of Trendkill, Ali is just, you can tell that he's like a professional vocalist. Like, I do love the grittiness and everything of Elliot's voice. I do love both of them equally, but like, yeah, Ali's also a perfect match for Trendkill, which, yeah, they're just really honing in their sound now, I believe, especially with the lineup that they have now. And I'm really looking forward to, I believe they are recording another EP with Ali, and I'm really, really excited to hear that once it comes out. I mean, they already basically have a 4-song EP out now anyways, with all the 4 singles that they've released so far. So I don't know if those ones are going to be featured on the EP or if it's going to be a bunch of new songs. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what's to come with this band. And I hope you are too, because they, like I said numerous times in this, they really, really deserve it for how much shit, like, those 3 boys in specific, Johnny, Isaac, and Corey. They deserve all the love, all the love. Yeah, I believe they just got signed to a label as well, which is really awesome, and I'm really proud of them for that. And yeah, I'm super excited to see where they go, and I hope by me doing this whole episode on them, essentially, I hope that it gets some of my viewers to be more interested into taking a look at Trendkill and also becoming fans. If you're wondering what kind of music they are, they're like a groove thrash band. But like, so imagine like Metallica Megadeth influence mixed with like Pantera and very groovy like Black Sabbath vibe. And then like sometimes they will throw in other stuff like Black Moon, for instance. Like there's a whole part that like sounds like it could almost be like black metal ish. It's super heavy and yeah, it's awesome. Songs I recommend to take a look at besides Poison the Well, which is their newest single released today. Besides that, I want to say go check out Deathbringer off of their very first EP. Awesome song. Pull the Plug for if you want like a classic kind of thrashy song. Perfect song for that. If you want more of a ballady styled song, go check out Obsession, their second single that was released since Ali joined the band. Yeah, I mean, honestly, go check out their entire catalog. They have quite a bit of stuff out now. And I mean, if you really want to go obscure and check out what they sounded like 7 years ago, go onto SoundCloud and look up their just look up Trendkill. And I'm sure you'll be able to find it. They have their very first demo that they recorded with, again, I'm pretty sure it was with Jack. Apologies if not. But yeah, go check that out, and it's awesome. Go listen to the After the Massacre. Fucking love that song. And as well as you won't be able to find Let Me Bleed underneath Trendkill. You'd have to look up Funk Dungeon Records, I believe. So yeah, go check that out as well, because it's also really cool. But yeah, anyways, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope I didn't ramble on too long. Boys from Trendkill, if you are watching this, any one of you, thank you so much for all the amazing music. I wish you the best of luck with any future releases, and I'll be there supporting you along the way. So yeah, and thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you keep sticking in, and I hope you enjoyed this little like specific topic kind of thing, because I'll do more in the future, for sure, as well as just the kind of more lazy, boring ones where I just talk about nothing. But yeah, anyways, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all next time. Is that good? I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. Stop looking at my man titties.